Players, the results so far, or should I say the score so far, not the best, goalless, but the input from the Kumasi Asante Kotoko players, better than we've seen from them in the first half for many matches. And the fans have turned up. Not a full house, but a better attendance that we've seen in recent times. Still a lot to play for in the second half. Is goalless at the break. Kotoko 0, Samartex 0. Back to the studio and straight, let's go to business, Coach. Very eventful and energetic approach, and Kotoko seem to be having more of the chances and possession. But as you would know, Ekosi say, the bottom line.
Yeah, I think they've played well in the first. But between the two teams, Kotoko is the better side in this half, and they've been tactically disciplined, especially in midfield. I'm sure Prosper will be happy the way Team Menu has been able to probably put a lot of pressure on Kayeke not to be playing. And of course, Emmanuel Kote, for me, I think that it's not been easy for him handling Evans Oseusu because he has been able to outwit him twice. But still, Kote is still in the game. Dawda Seidu has been quiet and silent in the game. And Kotoko has been able to create a lot of opportunities. I mean, the openings of the defense of Samartex and have been able to get into the box. At least Kotoko should have been up by a goal. I mean, Zeza should have at least scored one of his 3 opportunities that he missed. And the free kick that Enoch Morrison took, I think the ball never touched Kalu Ouattara. It was just straight to the pole. If it had touched him, the ball have entered the net. And for me, I think that Samartex is trying to be able to outwit Kotoko. They are trying to be able to get what Kotoko is bringing. But they are finding it very difficult. Looking at the right back, that is James Sewonu, is struggling in terms of his surging forward. Unfortunately, Emmanuel Mama is out. And of course, he has been substituted due to the head cut that he got in the game. They've been silent, but I think that Kotoko has been delightful to watch, especially when they are in the final third of the opponent. Peter Midu, Akwa, and Baba Yaya has been improvising. One goes to the right, one comes to. I mean, it's been good for them, but just that they've not been able to score. Samartex, on the other hand, are trying to use the spaces to let the pace of Evans Oseusu to worry Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And of course, I think that Kayeke one pass did it, and he was able to strike for Frederick Asari to be able to stop it. And the second one, he beat Emmanuel Kote, but his in swing to on-Russian Baba Musa, I mean, the goalkeeper was there. And these were the two situations that I think that Samartex were able to get into the box of Kotoko. It has been midfield, but I think Kayeke has been visiting the turf more because he's being closed down and he's being pushed to the wall. And for me, it has been good for 45 minutes, but Kotoko is slightly on top.
Nana, obviously, no Justice Blade, no Mukwala, Opong, and the long-term absentee Sharif. You reckon that if Coach Ogum had these players, this could be a different game? Or he's not looking at that. He has to get the result with the players he has.
I think the 2 most important players they are really missing is Richmond Lamte and Steve Mukwala. They will need someone in the 18-yard box to help Kalu Ouattara. Kalu is most of the times, coming out to receive the ball. So you can see the 2 central defenders of Samartex, anytime they are free, try to move things from the back. So they are missing the service of Steve Mukwala. Isaac Opon could have made a difference in the first 45 minutes if he was starting for Kotoko, because you can see they would need a player who can push the 2 central defenders back to make sure they put pressure on their defense. That is one thing that is affecting Asante Kotoko. Peter Minuwaka in the first 45 minutes is quite okay. Harris doesn't have received the ball on several occasions, but the final point is that he's struggling to score the goal for Kotoko. But Andrew Sintimenu and of course the left back Osebonsu, they've done a good job on the attack of Samartex. So I think it's a very good 45 minutes for Asante Kotoko. Maybe in the second half, with a little push, they can get at least 1 goal. Kayeke, Dawda, they are struggling to push the ball to the attacker. So you can see the 2 centre forward for Samartex, they struggle to receive ball from their midfielder. So it's one area that they are really struggling. On one occasion that I saw Kayeke trying to pass the ball to Evans Oseusu from the left side of the midfield. That was the time Osei missed that clear chance for Samartex. So in the first 45 minutes, I think Kotoko has played some good football against Samartex.
It's all about the results, as I asked Coach. But options on the bench, second half, what can Coach Prosper Ogun do to change? If it's not working in the first half, do you continue? Let's go back and do the same and hope to get a result or change things around at halftime?
Yeah, for now, I think it's working for them. Tactically, I think they've been okay. They've not been able to let Samartex put pressure on them. I mean, Asare is virtually on holiday. And you're looking at the two centre-backs, there's no pressure on the Kotoko two centre-backs. They're just picking just loose balls. Looking at the bench of Kumasi Asante, Nicholas Mensah and then Ziggy. For me, these are the two players that if you want to make a change, because the rest of them are Rocky Dramina is on the bench for Kotoko. He's a midfielder. But I think for now, the midfielders are doing a very good job. But I believe that if they need to score, then they need to up a little in front of goal. They need to be decisive in front of goal. Kalu Watara should use his strength, his height, to be able to lay on the second balls for on-rushing Peter Amidu Akwa, the likes of Baba Yaya. And of course, Eric Zeze, look at this ball, for instance. I felt that for the first control, he should have just buried this ball. I don't see why he should just flew the ball over the crossbar.
He's had a couple of decent chances.
That is why I'm saying that. That is why, yes, anytime he gets the ball, he tries to take on one or two, which he does. But I believe that his finishing, he needs to have some composure when he gets into the box, and he'll be able to get it. But Evans was able to, for me, on any day when he enters the box, Kotoko panics because he's one player, yeah, he can destroy.
Excellent turn.
Of course, I mean, just look at the way he turned and on favorite foot. But Frederick Asare was there to save and watch that pass from Kayeke. That was the only pass Kayeke has been able to give in this first 45 minutes, because he has been closed down throughout by Intim Menu, which I think that Intim Menu has done a very good job. And the goalkeeper for Samartex is not building from the back. He's always sending the long ball. Forgetting that the Kotoko two centre-backs have picked all the area balls from the head of Baba Musa and Mama, who has got injured and has been substituted. Just watch again. Baba Musa left for, he was on an offside, he left for Evans Osei. Watch that pass. He wanted to get on Russian Mama, that is Richmond Dako. Unfortunately, Asare was there. Watch this ball again. Zeze should have scored. Straight away, he should have shot into the net, not to go for another dribbling in the box. He should have just shot straight at goal, and I think he would have gotten a goal. So for me, first 45 minutes, Prosper just needs to do some pep talks for the players to be able to, hey, you guys can do it. Put in a little. And on the side of Samartex, they need to change their game plan. If they should continue like this, I'm afraid Samartex will be in trouble.
Asante Kotoko need to work on, making good use of the free kicks. One from Zeze, two from Enoch Morrison.
Talking about Zeze, sometimes I think immaturity. If you look at that penalty call, he was expecting the referee to give him. You're not going to get this from any, right-minded referee unless we missed something here.
Yeah, if they can hold on here, hold on. Just go back a little for me. Go back. Just go back. You see? Okay, now watch it. Watch the box. Hold on.
There's only one
Kotoko player in the box, and I was talking about second ball. Yeah, assuming Zeze was able to cut back. It's only two players of Samartex who are going to, that is Dauda and Afo. They are the players going to pick the balls. So where are the Kotoko offensive players? You could see Peter Amidu Akwa and then Osei Bonsu.
Yeah.
Look at the other side. Where are the other players? Where is Baba Yaya? Where is Intim Menu?
Morrison.
Where is Morrison? They are missing. For me, I think that they need to close the gap. The gap shouldn't be wide. From the defense to the midfield to attack. It should be the same, so that every second ball, you'll be able to handle it. On the part of Samartex, I think that they've taken this game very easy. At the back of their mind, they think that, yes, every team is beating Kotoko, so we can go out there. Because what Samartex is showing now, it's not something that it wins a game. If they really want to win this game, they need to change their game plan. Other than that, I'm afraid they may be punished.
And when you look at the strength of Kalu Watara, is the ability for wingers to cross the ball into the 18-yard box. Peter Aminu Akwa and Baba Yaya are not direct wingers who crosses the ball into the 18-yard box. So when you're playing somebody like Kalu Watara, where is he going to receive the services from? Peter Aminu Akwa always would like to dribble and enter into the 18-yard box. Baba Yaya will always like to cut in and enter into the 18-yard box. When you want to make good use of Kalu Watara, you need natural wingers who cross the ball into the 18-yard box. That is why I think in the second half they should introduce Nicholas Mensah. He is more direct.
But the two laterals of Kotoko are the players I'm supposed the coach has asked them to do it because most of the balls that has come into the box is from
But if you look at
Kote
it,
and of course.
Kotoko are restricted on the bench. There isn't much for
And I'm saying that
Coach Ogun
the
to
two
choose from.
laterals, Osebosu and then of course Kote. Anytime Baba cuts in, the space there for Kote to go to send the cross in. If Peter Amido Aqua cuts in, there's a way for Osebosu to send the ball. But just that Kalu Atara on 3 occasions he has gotten the crosses from the flanks. But what has been the purpose of his heading, the direction of his heading, the techniques of his heading has been very poor. For me, I think that he needs somebody to come and support him. But you look at the bench of Kotoko, there's no a clear-cut striker. You look at Ziggy. How many games has he played for Kotoko? I don't know how he did at training this week for the coach to be able to pick him to be on the bench. But I think that if Kotoko needs to win this game, they also need to shoot.
Baba Yaya seemed to have been off after he took a knock in the early part of the first half. He seemed to have gone off a little bit.
But he is a threat. He is a threat. Anytime he gets the ball, he dribbles. They foul him. And as I agree with Nana, Kotoko should make good use of the set pieces that they are getting at the edge of the box because you have Henry Elsu who has got power. And I think that Enoch Morrison should once leave for somebody to go with power and then they should follow up. But for Samartex, I think that they need to change their game plan. If they're able to change their game plan, it's really, really going to help them. Other than that, I'm afraid that they may be punished.
Free colour there in the shot as the fans, also the Tertiary boys getting ready for the second half, which is just about to kick off. Hopefully we'll get goals in that and we can turn our attentions to...
At least a goal.
You're predicting or you're hoping?
You know, I'm predicting a 1-0 win for Asante Kotoko.
All right. Nana Dakwa, when he's ready, we'll take it away. And there's the Black Stars assistant coach, John Painsel there, also watching. Perhaps he's taking notes to pick some players for the national team.
It's good to see a Black Stars assistant coach. Didi Dramani and George Boateng went all over. But my prayer is that when they pick a home-based player, they should give them the opportunity to play. We had a home-based player in the camp of the Black Stars when they went to Morocco to play 2 friendly matches. The players didn't even warm up.
Okay. Nana Dakwa JC is ready, so pick it up for the second half.
Welcome back for second half of this game between Kotoko and Samartex here at the Baba Yara Stadium. First half ended goalless. Samartex have already made 1 substitution, pulling off Emmanuel Mama through injury and replacing him with Jetia. Kotoko are yet to make a change to the team that started. They were the better side in the first half. They got much of the possession. That's the Black Stars assistant coach, John Painsel. It's refreshing to see him in the stand watching local football. Obviously, in the next Black Stars call-up, you're expecting to see some local players in there. Head coach Otoado is in Germany as we speak, and John Painsel will have to do that touring around the local league centers to ensure that they keep their eyes on the local league. It's Samartex to get us going for second half action. Voma always